Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to give you an update on my Whale Hunter 69 free-to-play account. And I want to do a bit of character building with Quicksilver, and I also want to cover how I'm trying to clear Quicksilver in under 15 seconds to unlock some of those world boss challenges, because I mean, I forgot about them on my regular account, but they are quite difficult, and you can check out the challenges if you go over to... I've already finished the ones for Quicksilver, and I've already unlocked him, but you have to beat him quite quickly, and you have to beat him a bunch of different times and do a bunch of different things in order to unlock Cable's challenges, and then you need to... I actually did the 30-second one when I was trying out, when I was kind of testing it myself, and then you need to unlock all these to get him, and then you need to get him in order to get her. So it's a bit of a long procedure. So we're going to tackle both me building up Quicksilver a little bit and the challenges that free-to-plays face there, and then also, you know, trying to beat him in under 30 seconds and what I've been doing for my account. But first, let's talk about some of the things that happened recently or not so recently. So way back, like almost 2 or 3 weeks ago, when we got a platinum gift box in part of the notices tab, I cracked it open on my free-to-play account and I pulled a mega rank up ticket. It was pretty nuts. I was very happy with it, and I used that mega rank up ticket to get Sentinel from 1 star to 6 stars. Now, it was either Sentinel or Nick Fury. I also have Victorious, but I wasn't going to use it on her. I decided to use it on Sentinel because he's a universal villain for Shadowland, which is great, and he's also a good leadership once I get his leadership. You know, once I start working on his mastery. So that's why I went ahead and used him. I can use him on pretty much any villain Shadowland stage, and then I can also use him past stage 24, even if he was at tier 1, because his sentinels will do, the sentinel summons will do full damage to the bosses, even though he's doing less damage because he's tier 1. Additionally, I used up a lot of my gold. I had about 11 million to roll the best ISO 8 sets that I could for a bunch of characters when the ISO 8 bonus discount was on. I just rolled a bunch of ISO 8 sets for characters. I fixed most of them up. Most of them got Power of Angry Hulk. I was pretty happy with that. I actually haven't equipped all of them yet, but that was kind of the strategy. Either settle for Hawk's Eye or Power of Angry Hulk, and in a couple of cases I got Overdrive as well. See, we're going to be building him today, and I got Power of Angry Hulk already. So pretty much every character that I wanted to work on and I wanted to use for the future, I decided to do that for. There shouldn't be... Oh yeah, we got Sandman Overdrive. As far as other characters go, I pretty much just got characters farming up through regular kind of stuff. So we finished off Crystal through the special mission and the epic quest missions. We moved over to Sandman, got him to 6 stars, and now we are working on, from the special missions, I believe, Lizard, who we have down here. Oh, we got 87, but we're saving the gold because we need it for something else. I've been also trying to get as many characters as I can. I mean, I'm slowing down here, but I'm trying to get as many characters as I can to level 40, 4 stars, of course, for the co-op bonus. But that is honestly the thing that is not only taking the most time, but honestly taking the most fun out of the free-to-play account. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. I don't want to start with the negative stuff. Another positive thing, really lucky from my co-op rewards. I know I'm about to complain about them, but the 1 reward slot that you get, I have a stage 2 bonus, but the 1 reward slot that you get as a free-to-play, I pulled a Gwenpool card. It's pretty crazy. I pulled it at 4 stars, one card version, and then I ranked it up to 6 stars. Now the rolls aren't very good, so I'm gonna try to re-roll it, but I'm tempted to equip it because it's actually good, as good if not better than most of the cards that I have. I was actually thinking of replacing this card because it has a bad recovery rate stat. But yeah, I was pretty happy with that and how lucky I got. As far as my equipped cards go, they haven't changed very much. I've got 22 and 23 on the Ignore Defense cooldown, and then pretty much everything else is just kind of like whatever. I just haven't gotten lucky recently with upgrading cards. I upgraded a bunch of Loki cards to 4 stars, and I got nothing good. I upgraded a bunch of Loki cards to 5 stars, nothing good. And then I used those 5-star Loki cards to upgrade this card to 6 stars, and I have this one that I kind of want to also roll to 6 stars, but it's going to be a long while. As you can see, I just don't have that many cards. So that's basically what's happened with the free-to-play account. I spent a lot of time just grinding up characters, getting through the epic quests, just doing, you know, the normal in-game stuff. I obviously don't have, not obviously, but I don't have as much time to dedicate to the free-to-play account as I do my main account, so I have missed certain things on certain days. I definitely haven't cleared 100% of the content that I can 100% of the time. I'm almost here, and I'm actually using the Alliance donation to get a lot of those Norn Stones every day. So yeah, you definitely take advantage of that. So you could be further along than I am if you stuck on rank 3 Colossus, if you play every day and if you're aggressive and if you're, you know, skilled at the game for world boss. But otherwise, things have been going pretty well. So let me explain what I did to get, or to set myself up for Quicksilver. I started farming Mockingbird. I'm almost there. She's at 4 stars right now. She's not quite there, but she's almost there. But I also got Black Widow from the login event. So Black Widow's going to serve me even though I haven't ranked her up at all, because she's going to give me additional ignore dodge. Sorry, I'm like flying through the menus right now. And then on top of that, I rolled, I'm trying to do it with Captain America because he's got the type advantage against Quicksilver, and he's got the all defense down with his 4th skill. But on top of that, I rolled an ignore dodge obelisk with a proc. Now, it's got lightning damage, which obviously he can't take advantage of. How epic would it be if he did get lightning damage and Mjolnir with the July reworks? That would be insanely good for Captain America, but even if he doesn't, it's a pretty good build. We've got 30% ignore dodge base, and we're trying to stack as much ignore dodge as possible for this kill here against Quicksilver, so we're going to load this up. We want to use, actually I think She-Hulk's leadership would be the best because we don't have an ignore dodge leadership. And then I also got Shuri tier 2 from another tier 2 selector that new players get. So we are gonna, oh, you know what, I don't think he's a villain, so I actually don't think Shuri is going to help in that case. So I think Coulson, max HP, all defense. There's probably someone better without obviously using Black Widow, who could give us maybe his daughter, Sharon Rogers, all attack, all defense. That's probably the best, but I'm actually not sure. I never tested it because, you know, by the time this content came out, I was already way too strong for it. But if you guys remember if these support characters actually work against Quicksilver, Cable, and Scarlet Witch, my memory is saying no, they don't, but I could be wrong. But I think this is the team to do it if I am going to do it with any team. We're going to use the ignore dodge striker, the one that we have. I believe it's the only one that we have. Yeah, so we've only got 50% ignore dodge, but that's a pretty good bonus. We're going to stack the rest of the team up with just our best characters. We don't necessarily want to go for specific bonuses. We just want to go for maximum striker damage. So I think that would be Luna Snow, and then we're just gonna try to get it. I'm not gonna try this multiple times. I'm just gonna go for it. It's a 15-second clear, so if you don't get it, you know, if you'll know basically in the first 5 to 10 seconds, you'll know if you're gonna get it, and you'll know if you're not gonna get it. It's pretty much that simple. But we're gonna open up with the first skill, and then we're gonna try to pop the 4th skill. We got interrupted there. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna happen. This is definitely not gonna happen. Ooh. Yeah, we missed our first 4th skill. I think if we had gotten it again, we would have gotten a little bit luckier, but that would be right there. That's 15 seconds. Let's try one more time. Now, I think if I had Mockingbird as well, maybe she would help out a little bit more. My 4th skill got interrupted again, of course. We did the team up skill this time, which I think is really nice. I think if we also got... Ooh, yes! Yes! There you go! Boom! 15 seconds with a month. With a 5-week or 6-week-old free-to-play account. That's the way you do it. I was gonna say I think we might need to get lucky and get a mind control from Morgan Le Fay and or Luna Snow, and I don't know in the chaos of everything, I don't know if we got that, but he stopped moving long enough and he got hammered hard enough that we got it. So there you go. It's not as hard as it seems. 15-second clear. You only need to do it once, so just keep trying. Set yourself up with some ignore dodge strikers. And I don't know, can I tell how long I've been playing? Let me see here. The 7-week check-in event, 48 days. So there you go. Less than 50 days. I don't know how many weeks that is. It's 7 weeks, I guess. It's right there. 7 weeks. So what would I say? 5 weeks? Okay, I was lying. I was giving myself like 2 weeks ahead of time, but yeah, that was pretty good. I think that's a pretty impressive feat to do at 7 weeks. I probably could have done it a little bit earlier, but I was putting off making this free-to-play video because I wanted to collect my thoughts on a few things. So yeah, the mega rank up ticket for Sentinel, the really lucky pull on the Gwenpool comic card from the co-op reward, and that just now was all the luck and all of the kind of good stuff that's been happening. Now, behind the scenes, the bad stuff that's kind of persistent is the following. And now I'm not saying this to dissuade you guys from playing if you are free to play. I think I would approach this with a lot more optimism if I didn't have another account that I play on. But I do see, and it's really amplified for me, the frustrations of free-to-play players. And especially if it's your only account, and especially if you have a busy life, it's really hard because you have to spend a lot of time in-game playing. And the perfect example of that is I don't have a lot of time to play, and so I'm running out of clear tickets. I have 300 now because I've been purposely not spending them the last couple of days, but before that, about a week ago, I was down to less than 100. Which is really scary when you have 0 clear tickets and you forget to play that day, and then you rush home and you're like, oh man, I have a few hours before I have to go to bed. Let's say you're me or you're someone else, and you're like, I don't have time to sit here for an hour and a half clicking, you know, play, because if you don't have the clear tickets, you can't even click repeat. You have to sit here and you have to just click start, and then runs through the mission, and then continue, and then start, and continue. You have to do that 20 times. You have to babysit your phone. And on top of that, for free-to-play players, like I'm never over like 5 or 6 million gold, and I constantly have to be shortchanging myself. I mean, sure, if I was, you know, being as efficient as possible, I would just be spending this gold because there's no point in keeping it. And I almost have enough crystals for a deluxe pack, so I'm hoping that when I finally hit this deluxe pack and I can get the invisible woman quest, I'll be able to farm a lot more gold daily, and then that will be able to help me out, and I'll get an extra 6-star character, etc. But yeah, the free-to-play rewards for co-op are just so bad, and there's plenty of days where I don't get any gold. And so I play this 5 times and I waste a whole bunch of clear tickets because you need to use clear tickets for the rewards, and I end up with what, like level 4 XP chips, level 3 XP chips, dumb shit like this that I really don't need. I mean, sure, I can use it to rank up characters or to level them up, sure, but other than that, I mean, and really only the level 5 XP chips are good for leveling up characters. Right now I can level up almost 2 characters from 1 to 60, which is great if a new character comes out and I can get them at 6 stars immediately, or from a check-in event or something like that. But I'm not going to use it on someone like Black Widow or Rocket Raccoon because they're complete trash without their uniforms. And so I really think that to get the most out of this game, and I know it's going to sound bad, but to get the most out of this game, you do need to spend at least enough to get to VIP 1. I think VIP 1 is pretty much, I mean, I've never said it before, but I do think that it is as close to a requirement as possible. It's strongly recommended, because just that extra gold. How many times have I completed my co-op, I click acquire reward, I see the panel of rewards that I'm not getting, and that second slot, that VIP 1 slot is right there, and it's a crit gold reward, and it's like 1,000,000 gold. And I'm like drooling, staring at that like, dude, I could use that. But no, I'm 100% free to play. So I would strongly recommend, if you're watching this video and you are still free to play, don't give up. But I would definitely say investigate ways of, you know, I get it, you're young, maybe you might be young. If you're an adult, just, you know, use a couple dollars from your job. Don't get coffee one day and you know, spoil yourself. Get a Stark stash. You won't, you know, you'll thank me later. You won't hate me for it. It's only $5. It's not gonna kill you. But if you're young, or if you just don't have any money, you don't have a job, whatever, you know, Google rewards for filling out surveys or some shit like that. There's got to be ways of just getting a couple of dollars of in-game currency, and then you get a couple more dollars of in-game currency, and then you have enough for a Stark stash. Because it's really, the difference is like night and day. And you could even go lower than a Stark stash. I believe you could go with a Stark supply chest. Now, it's obviously much lower value in terms of like it costs less, but it also gives you much less. The Stark stash is way better value, but because it costs like half the amount, you will be able to get it a lot faster. And because it still gives you 200 crystals, that will get you to VIP 1. So, you know, if you're the most desperate player possible, go for this just to get the VIP 1. VIP 1 is so fucking underrated. It's insane. You can even get XP when using clear tickets, which honestly would help me so much because I don't have to sit there clicking as often. You know, it's only 10 per day, but it adds up over time. So that's my little kind of semi-negative but sort of optimistic spiel for you free-to-plays out there. I really think that this game is very fun, and it's even more fun when you just get to that VIP 1 landing. I really wish that Netmarble would create a system, let's say, for example, where if you log in for 200 days consecutively, which is a pretty impressive feat, they will automatically give you VIP 1. And it would stop there. It wouldn't give you any further VIPs, but it's a very small amount to give a player, and they could even stretch it out over a year. So, you know, if you log in for 365 days, you get VIP 1 consecutively, and I think that would honestly make players a lot more likely to stick around after that 1 year mark, because I think a lot of people, you know, they've been playing a game for a year free to play, and then they just look at their account and they're like, oh man, like I could have used that year to do something else, and they don't feel like their progress has really been that impressive. But if they got to that 1 year mark and then they unlock these VIP 1 rewards, and it's like, boom, I'm getting those double gold crits from co-op, I'm getting, you know, extra clear ticket XP for my characters, they might feel even more energized to just stick around as an existing player. So I really think that they should do that, but first we're going to just blow all our resources. I don't even think we have the bios now that I think about it, to see how far we can get here with Quicksilver. This is probably not a great idea, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. I was trying to build up Coulson to get him to tier 2 as well, but whose bios would I use? I guess if I'm not going to get War Machine's uniform, there's no way I'm going to use his bios, so that's pretty much a given. I need these characters. If I'm not going to get Winter Soldier's uniform, oh, Luke Cage is just straight up trash, so that doesn't even matter at all. Okay, we can make this work. All right, we got to level 40. We have enough black antimatter. This is the crazy thing. We have far and away enough black antimatter. So let's go and fuse it up. We need 6 of these. I have over 5,000. I only need 4,400. So we need 6 of these. I don't know if I have enough gold, but I definitely have enough of the rank up materials, because I've been able to play World Boss, the World Boss of the Day, 5 times, pretty much from the second day that I started playing. So, and I've missed a few days of World Boss as well, so I could have actually more. Now we need 5, which is 10. This is going to cost me like $1.5 million, I believe. No, 1.2, but then it's an additional, yeah, so this is, I'm already like down to 2 million. Yeah, see, this is just not happening. It's so expensive, and he's a great character, don't get me wrong, even at 6 stars, and I can start competing a little bit better in PvP. I'm getting washed in PvP lately. I barely crack 500, like I'm literally 500 all the time, which means 50-50. And I've been stuck in silver or whatever this league is, bronze, the wood league, for the longest, since I started, dude, because I just can't. There's no way I have enough. I need 4 of these, which means I need 16 of these. That's like 1.5 million probably. Yeah, 2 million gold. There's no way. It's 2 million, and then on top of that, it's even more. It's probably like 4 million gold. You just don't have enough gold to do anything, man. Like, yeah, okay, sure, Cynicalex, you made a mistake, or this is not optimal. You could have used that 4 million gold, and you could have ranked up, like, what, 2 other characters? Whoop-de-doo. They're probably not going to do as much as 6-star Quicksilver anyways, or they're going to do a similar amount. So yeah, it's an interesting thing. You know, the free-to-play account definitely does give me a different perspective on the game, and it definitely does make different things harder, but I do feel like the grind is a little bit too much for someone with 2 accounts. I think if this was my only account, I could definitely get behind it, and I could be like, okay, I'm going to take this seriously, but I can't even pay attention to the heroic quests. I just completely ignore the heroic quests, because there's no way that I can do things in order the way that they want me to do them. Like, there's no way I can follow along with these missions, and not to mention the fact that the missions are so poorly designed on this one, where they do card upgrades and then dimension rifts. Don't even focus on that. Ignore that. But just following through on it every single day with someone with 2 accounts is basically impossible, so I never get the full rewards from this. And yeah, the full rewards are free, but I just feel like there's a lot of that I'm missing out on, because I just don't have 8 hours a day to spend playing this game, and that's pretty much what it takes if you are free to play. And you want to progress aggressively and not be like super casual. So with that being said, I want to know what you guys think of the experience, what you think of my assessment of getting to VIP 1, if I'm kind of exaggerating it or if you think I'm right. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any long time free-to-play players out there. I'd love to hear from you why you keep on playing and how you deal with that frustration, because honestly, it gets to me and it makes me want to just not play this account anymore. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation. Thanks for listening. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.